what we're gonna do is I'm gonna do a couple claps.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna like count to 5 together at the same time. Sounds stupid, but it's.
Do I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5?
We'll go like 1, 2.
Okay, so it's not 5 down, it's 5 up. Okay.
That's what counting to 5 is.
Interesting.
Just before this episode begins, I just wanted to say sorry, the audio in this is not great. It was the first time we recorded in person, so we had a few issues. But yeah, it will only get better, and hopefully next time Graham's microphone can actually record his audio so we don't have to make a plan. Anyway, enjoy the show. It's good to be back.
Hello everybody, and welcome back to the Keeping It Blunt podcast.
Season 2.
Season 2. By the time you guys are listening to this,
It's been a year.
It'll be 2022.
And it's been exactly a year since our first episode.
Since our first episode.
And we lied to all of you.
And about 7 months since our last one. Hopefully season 2 goes beyond April. That would be that's our goal. Our goal is to make it to June. I think that's a big goal.
I think, starting point gets to June. Thereafter we'll go from
we can
there.
figure it out. If we make it to June, then we'll probably be rich and famous by then.
Yeah. And if not, then we'll find a new career.
We'll start again in January.
2023, Jan 2023, here we come.
Yeah, we'll get ready. This might be the last time you hear from us. We're recording this at the end of November because Graham and I have decided that we spoke a lot in season 1 about how we were going to be organised and record ahead.
And then we threw it all out the bin.
Just none of it.
Literally sacked it all off.
So there's going to be like a few shifts in like this season 2. We're going to be realistic and go with every 2 weeks.
A lot of December recordings.
Yeah, we're not going to commit to a guest every second week because it turned out to be a lot more difficult than we thought.
and finding quality guests is often quite
we still have quality guests lined up from fucking 7 months ago, which I was going to.
From the 14th of Jan, our next guest is going to be incredible.
So yeah, those guys who we have spoken to about being on the podcast, we do still want to get you on, so we'll be in touch at some point.
And we should probably we do have a guest. We'll carry on with the live update, but otherwise it's just 10 minutes and you guys look at the person.
As you can see, we're a bit rusty.
And I'm not talking just about Megan's hair. But we have my roommate.
That's me.
We have got Megan. We've known her for a while.
Yeah.
She's been begging us since the first day.
Literally, since Megan and I moved in together, it's been great.
Please can be. That's all I want.
Follow you on Instagram until we get you on the podcast. Lo and behold, this afternoon, by 3 hours ago.
I got the notification and I just rushed out to Graham. We've made it. Finally made it.
I let Dane unlock the camera from his... I gave Dane the keys back to the safe where the camera was locked away.
And we were like, let's fucking get rolling right. We need to catch it while it's hot.
So,
so we're back. Is basically the crux of it. And we should be back for the foreseeable future.
So at least June.
If we don't make it to June, write us off. Sack us off. Like, unfollow us on Instagram.
When we get to June, we're open to sponsors.
We're open to sponsors before June if they want to. There's no time. If we get to March and the sponsors knocking at the door, I'm not going to say no, wait for June. Let's see if we're going to still do this. Sign the contract and ask questions later.
Perfect.
In fairness, we'll get the Go Spotify exclusive. Although we're not limited. We're not limited.
But for now, you can find us on all of your
audio platforms.
If you're here watching the video, you're probably on YouTube. I've seen Spotify's video now, so we'll see maybe you're watching this on video on Spotify even.
If we have to pay extra for that, then you won't see us on Spotify.
The beauty of it is that because we still suck, you can watch this on YouTube without any ads.
Yes.
But once the ads do start coming, which means you guys have to subscribe and watch our videos, then
you've made it.
That's the plan. Ultimately, that is the plan, is to make it.
At the moment, we're 6 months worth of paying for our podcast to be up with absolutely no work done. So with two accountants sitting next to me, they're probably like, this is a terrible business plan. It's definitely going down.
In fairness,
I've got faith.
I am like 6 months in arrears in payments today because I completely forgot about something reminded me today. Dane is the backbone.
Don't let anyone tell you.
Dane is the backbone.
I'm the entire reason that we stopped for 6 months because I didn't have time to do it. It wasn't great. Graham, hey, let's record tomorrow. And he would be like, okay.
Yeah. I have like 2 busy seasons a year.
Yeah. We're all corporate slaves now.
Yeah, we are.
We've known each other since high school. We were free-spirited, having a good time.
Living
I
the
was
life.
in free spirits in high school.
Yeah.
Minus Graham.
I'm more free spirited now than I was in high school.
That's actually
which says a lot because I am a corporate slave.
Yeah. So yeah, we've been living the life of working adults for a year now, and that
It
was
sucks.
probably it. The last time you guys saw an episode from us, I was still working like very chilled, like structure, and since then my life went from 0 to 100.
Yeah, we love to see it.
And I'm on leave for the first time this year. So that's great.
Dane is currently in my flat in Flanga with no way of getting home.
Yeah. So my car's busy getting fixed. I got dropped off by my dad, who's not in the country right now, when I went to Cape Town. Got back from Cape Town today. Clinton was supposed to pick me up.
Good on you, Clint.
Shout out to Clinton.
Yeah, happy birthday for yesterday. Yeah, so Clinton was supposed to pick me up at the airport, and then we were going to make our way back to Marriage. Instead, I get a call from Clinton yesterday while I'm drinking with Jono, and he's like, yo, so I've got
We have a
story to tell
switch.
you. I can't pick you up. And then I got a call from Graham, and I was like, Graham, thank you for calling me. What the hell was I about you? Luckily, I'd already made plans with Graham before, and I'd forgotten about them.
That's how important this podcast is to him.
So important. We totally planned to record this episode before this afternoon. 100%. Like, we don't have business meetings, plan the whole thing, and like everything else. So you're going to see some new thumbnails, a little bit of new branding. Actually, this is really exciting. There's so much that's going to change, and this is only
I'm
coming out like
keen.
a month.
Finally, as I come in to follow, all the exciting things
we
happen.
were just waiting until we got to a point where we could justify having you on again. We made it seem like you were too good for you. It was actually the other way around. We didn't want to bring you on until half.
Well, I'm happy to contribute. I mean, for my boys, the world.
What a sweet
The
time.
world.
Anyway.
Yeah, only because the camera's on.
When you have it on before we press record and everything, it makes Mike pick up how much of a bully she is.
We're cutting that out.
When the camera's off, it's borderline slavery.
Just do your damn dishes, Graham.
Can we pan to the thing off the pod just to show a screenshot of what's going on?
Yeah, we'll take a photo because
Dane was here.
he washed dishes today.
When Dane
It wasn't a couple months, but I haven't been here for them, so all I see is Graham washing.
Can you come more often, Dane? Please,
We
please.
can come more often, but then we can also just take a step back to Friday when I did dishes and Saturday when I did dishes.
Fair, I have to give him credit where credit's
Dane
due.
does dishes on a Sunday and thinks she's changed the world.
Facts. Who doesn't love a Sunday like on a clean slate?
I still have to do Monday dishes.
Fair.
Monday is a way.
You're the backbone of this house, for sure.
I mean,
For
you
sure.
have a house at the end of the day.
Dane,
And the house, and I cook.
you're actually facts. I'm not gonna lie. Graham can take that. Guys, Graham's single. He's great.
Ladies, him up. He's very open to this. He's happy to go.
Oh.
So you should find our podcast anyway.
If you're bored, I'm there. If you're desperate alone, you'll find me.
Anyway, Megan, why did you want to come on our podcast? Tell us. What was the intrigue?
Can I tell you?
Sure.
I'll tell you why, and then she's going to give you the right answer.
Why did I want to be on?
Because you love being the centre of attention.
Okay, you're not wrong. I do want to be the centre of attention. Facts.
Do you want to start?
Yeah, watch out, Graham. Dane and I
Yeah, but you're not funny.
Oh my word, I'm so funny. Okay, no, but if I had to tell you why I wanted to be on the podcast, plain and simple, is because you guys didn't want me on the podcast.
No, in fairness,
Reverse psychology.
in fairness, there was never a case of we didn't want you on it.
I asked multiple
No,
times.
but it's hilarious that you wanted to be on, and I was
And you
like,
asked me the whole time.
Like, we just actually never got around to recording an episode.
Okay, no fair. So no.
we had
No, it was because we were waiting to level up, you know. We wanted to do it in person because all of our previous episodes, I think, are still.
we got one. Did we ever?
We
release?
never released it.
We
We recorded one or two.
We recorded
in the last 6 months, sitting right here.
Yeah, we recorded one here.
Yeah.
There's 2 unreleased episodes. One sitting here. One is virtual.
Virtual, yeah. But both of them were very like
The one
talking about topical things. So
we recorded in person was, guys, we're back. So if you never see this,
You never saw it.
never saw it.
No, this one's going up. I'm back on my grind.
No, we have to. I'm in this one. How can you not put it out?
Exactly.
Well, it could be shit.
Oh my word, stop bullying me on camera.
Anyway, so you wanted to come on because we didn't want you on.
That's exactly it.
That
That's
was
the
it.
only reason, is because you guys blatantly told me numerous times that I couldn't be on that.
Dane wasn't. It was me.
Okay,
It was you, but
I
you...
jumped on the bandwagon.
Exactly.
So you guys, moral of the story is reverse psychology works.
Yeah.
Stay toxic.
Here I am. A year later, your girl made it.
Like, if you ever want a redhead girl to come and do something with you, just
Tell her no.
She'll be there, like, she'll be begging you.
Basically, you're not wrong.
This is not relationship. We'll get there later. We'll get there later. So yes, Graham and I had a little bit of a planning session today. We had a business meeting. We went for some coffee because we're professional now.
You guys just went to Seattle because there's cute girls.
They actually weren't.
Yeah, but that's
was
why you
one.
went. You went in hope.
No,
Which I don't...
to be fair,
No. In fairness, I'll say today, should we go to Seattle, change the scenery, like it'll be...
There's hot girls. P.S.
Okay,
P.S.
No, it's also the whole time now, right? Okay, so we driving, like Graham's picking up on it, we're coming past.
Backbone.
Graham just mentioned, like in conversation, like, oh, there's Seattle, there's like, often some really cute white girls there. Why are we bringing white girls into it? It's just because coffee and white girls is like a...
Yeah, it's the same thing, right?
You can't cut that.
No, maybe I'll cut it and then no one will ever know.
Well, we can start the whole story, if you would like.
No, fuck it. We can just do that.
We're going with it now. We're going
We're
with
the
it.
most real. We keep it blunt.
We keep
don't
it blunt.
Polished. Like there'll be some cock-ups. We have for fun. Anyway, so we're coming back from the airport. Like there's often some cute girls that we see like when we drive past and whatever. Then we get back here, we completely forgotten about this, and then Graham was like, oh, should we go to Seattle during his lunch break, because he was still working today.
Yeah, I have a real job. Besides being Dane's taxi driver, I've got a job.
Yeah, so we here, and Graham was like, yeah, should we just go to Seattle for during lunch, and we can like talk about the podcast and stuff, and that's what we did. We had no intentions.
I saw the Instagrams. It's
We
facts.
brought the Instagram back.
Facts.
So follow us on Instagram.
It was constructive.
It was very constructive,
Dane
actually.
took a lot of notes on
I
his
did.
iPad.
I did. I
And
even made it meeting notes because
I took
hashtag
like
presence.
I took like 5 notes on my. One
Should
of
he-
which we should, like let's just talk
Go
about
grab your notebook quickly. Let's read it.
Where is my notebook actually?
On top of the boats. Oh,
I hate this notebook so much.
No,
I hate this notebook
showing me all
so
his
much.
notebooks, and he's like got these like those cheap like 1 round 1 slides. Like, so you know like work which I do every day. Like this is that. This notebook is for the story he's writing about an imaginary capital of shit.
That is true. I am.
Mind blowing.
So my notes say
All 2 of them. Okay.
teamwork.
You were.
Question mark. Is there a
So
question
basically,
mark
Graham
there?
walks up and speaks, and then the rest of the team is me.
Teamwork. Structure.
Structure.
Consistency.
You're gonna see the structure throughout.
And then I don't want to. We can touch on this.
Existence.
But John, Dane and I had a massive chat about existence,
And
brought
then-
about by one of my mates from work, and then car covered in astroturf. So basically, guys, we were sitting on the veranda the other day on Saturday. Today is Monday. We were sitting outside on Saturday, and a car drove through.
No, but you got to give backstory because we were out on the... No, there is. Okay, so we were out on the balcony and our main road in the flat, like you often get these fancy cars that rev their engine and
Yeah, like
You can
Porsches.
pretend they cool. Like big dick
They
contest.
got Porsches, they got Ferraris.
Exactly, so-
Mercs.
The guys were sitting outside and they were like, guys, come check this car. Now we're expecting this mad Ferrari, Lamborghini, anything, you name it.
It's a golf.
Freaking
I
golf.
didn't realize who you were.
Yeah, nah.
It's a golf covered in astroturf.
Like one of those
Completely.
like block city golfs, like
Yeah.
the 90s ones, and it's completely.
Completely just AstroTurf.
In astroturf.
Oh,
Did you take a photo?
I didn't, and it's too dark now.
Okay.
We'll get one for you. We know where he lives now.
Dave
But
knows that.
we've got until the 1st of January to get that.
Okay, fair. We got it.
This will never be heard.
No, I'm not playing.
But yeah, there was a car covered in astroturf.
People
don't
are
see that.
strange.
I mean,
Says you.
You know what? If I'm going to be bullied, it may as well be on live
it's not
casting.
We can make it live if you want. But then you can't tell the stories.
It may as well be on a public platform.
Yeah, I mean, true.
The world must see what I deal with.
It's for entertainment purposes.
Don't say that. I'm normally very nice to you.
Well, okay.
Behind the cameras, we are very nice to Megan. But on camera, we just have to.
Can I just say, Meg says I'm not nice to her. Many a inebriated night has Megan come home, and I'm just living my life.
Well,
Inebriated is intoxicated, as in drunk. Okay.
I don't. This is a no drug zone.
I'm sorry. Many a drunken night for those of you playing at home. Megan has come home and without even giving me the option, just demanded, Graham, make me food.
It's not just food. It's I
steak.
want steak because
Steak
I need
in particular.
protein.
Steak in particular, and a much more aggressive.
So I just need to know why steak in particular?
Why
Like
steak?
after drinking?
Because so I get home and I refuse to spend money on McDonald's because also like
She's smart.
skinny girl December vibes. But then it's also convenient because Graham pays for his steak and I don't have to pay for his steak. So that's
Oh,
also
so he cooks you his
he
steak.
cooks me, yeah.
Bully bullies her.
So
Just so we're all on the same page.
I do the dishes, I cook for her, and I'm the bully.
Megan
Yeah.
basically wakes up and thinks she shits rainbows. Like,
fact, I do though. I literally do. So I get home and I also know that Graham has this thing. He's quite particular with his cooking and he will not defrost steak in the microwave.
I'll never defrost my own steak
In the microwave. But because I know he hates it so much, I know it's frozen. So I'm going to make him uncomfortable by making him put it in the microwave because fuck you, Graham.
Graham's
And then...
reminded, yeah,
Hey,
he
you
gets
guys-
right.
Just in case, we wonder why it took so long to get on the podcast.
She's just such a lovely person. That was so
Honestly,
nice.
I'm great.
I've made the mistake here. I'll take the blame for taking so much time to decide to get my roommates on the podcast.
You're too busy making me steak to plan the podcast with me.
Wait, why protein?
I don't know. I just get home and I'm just like, I
So
don't
it's
know.
not like this is some like life hack that everyone.
No,
should
it's
try.
not. It's
Maybe
not. It's
figure
just
out.
it makes Graham uncomfortable. I put him to work. I feel great.
Going
Life's
for a
good.
trip there, I was like,
When I get home, I
life changing.
make potatoes. That's my go-to.
Okay.
The best
That's-
potato
that's
cubes.
I do make the best potatoes.
I'd love to tell you guys what I'd do when I get home from a night out, but I
You
just
can't
haven't been-
remember.
You haven't been out because you're a
Because
hard-working
I
man.
don't drink anymore.
You don't know it's
When I don't drink anymore. No, but for real, like this year I've hardly drunk. I don't know what
Making
happened.
life choices, boy. We're
I
proud
wouldn't
of
say
you.
it's choices. I live in Maritzburg. It's
Yeah.
like, what am I gonna do? Go and sit at a table and drink with the same people who've been there for 20 years? No.
No,
Avoid.
just with the same people you've known for 15.
That's fun. Like the people that are still in Maritzburg, it's like Clinton, cool, but I can just go. Clinton, I can just drink anyway.
Clinton, that was a dig, boy.
Don't chuck Clinton under the bus.
What's wrong with Clinton? Well, I don't.
He didn't fetch you. That's what's wrong with Clint.
Yeah, no, but like Maritzburg's just boring. Like there's nothing to do, so I've just been saving money and like. I wish I could say I was getting healthier, but I only started exercising like a month ago, so I just.
We can see it. You're doing great. Yeah.
One day the shirt's gonna be tight first.
As intended.
Yeah, that's right. But yeah, drinking. I wish I could tell you guys what I eat when I get back from a job, but like Graham said, I just don't remember. It's been so long since I last had a night out. So long.
We're proud of you.
It's been ages for myself as well.
I mean, me as
A
well.
full 2 days.
I'm pretty sure I had a glass of wine tonight.
Oh, wow. But,
That's not going out though.
you haven't gone out with us. Us like.
I've been living the Joburg life, guys.
Your maybe to Joburg recently.
Well, I'm from Joburg.
I'm from Joburg. I live in Santon. I go out in Bryanston.
Yeah.
But Megan, I've got a bone to pick with you actually.
I'm listening.
So throughout this year, I periodically get a message from Megan whenever I put her on an Instagram story or something, saying, "Come visit, come visit."
Because I do actually love you.
Yes, but every single time I've come to visit, except today, which was just by chance,
Babe.
you're not fucking here.
Yeah.
So I come down to drink for the weekend.
And
you're
Megan's
not here.
okay. But like, I'm busy. I'm a popular girl, Dane.
Okay, well then you, like, give me a time
no,
of
no.
it, and we
When
can go on.
if Megan's not here, she's back home.
Don't tell them that.
I will tell them that. You can't come parade yourself as little Miss popular over here.
I am though.
You
Have you
are-
seen my
you're just
Instagram
kicking it a little pest
followers?
with the bunnies.
Pause. Go and look at Megan's Instagram followers.
Look
She
at
wants
my.
to look.
Please follow as well.
And M. Lewick? No, not anymore.
No.
Since the work situation.
Can't go on Instagram if you're private. Well, you can, but like really fucking.
What's it?
hard.
At M. Lewick?
At Meg Lowick.
At Meg Lowick. We
Sorry.
might even throw a link in the description.
We was,
Yeah.
but at Meg Lewick.
What? You have to.
No, we don't.
Technically, we don't have to do fucking.
Can we end this?
This camera can be cropped here.
Can we end this? Can we end this episode? I'm not having a good time.
No.
Okay, Megan. Tell us about the scenes that you see, because for those of you that can't see, obviously, there's a hotel across the road. So we're on the 6th floor.
I need another drink before this.
Okay, let's have a quick pause. Sorry, let's have a quick
Drinks break.
Refreshments.
So I was about to ask before we went for that break. Megan and Graham,
Yes.
you live on the 6th floor of a lovely block of flats in Mhlanga.
Thank you.
Right across the road is a hotel with many massive open windows.
Many massive.
Personally, I've heard a couple of stories over the last 11 months, but would you guys like to share any funny stories that you've had from the past?
So first of all, anyone who's booking a hotel room, fun fact, a bit of advice.
Close your curtain.
Close the curtain, and the net curtain is see-through when it's dark and your light is on.
Yeah,
like,
so
guys.
When you're changing, like when you're like wearing literally nothing, we can see.
We see it all.
Like
Every intricate detail, we see it all.
so. Also, like if you're gonna get down to
Frisky, down and dirty.
close the curtains, please.
The netting curtain is not a curtain.
Yeah, it's close the curtains because
Regardless.
Graham can't stop watching.
I'm not gonna lie, it is quite
enthralling.
fascinating.
It's
It is.
enthralling.
It's an awkward one though because you feel awkward to watch
Well, you
because
should-
it's like you shouldn't be
At the same time,
allowed.
Right there.
I'm sitting at the end of the day, I'm sitting on my balcony just
Having a drink.
watching the world, and I feel awkward because of the matters at hand. And
Emotionally scarred for life.
I mean, sometimes you know what? Good on you guys. Like you do you.
Confidence
However,
level 100, really.
Like when you see the guys with the belly full of confidence, like there was that one guy. Remember?
He full on came to the window,
That guy-
stark naked. I mean, he had a belly to show his success in life. Life was
He
chilling.
had a belly full of confidence.
Stark
That guy was
naked at the window,
winning at life.
looking at the ocean. And we were sitting right here. I'm pretty sure we could have waved at him. I'm pretty sure we could have freaking waved at him.
We saw it all.
I mean,
like if you're from here,
Yeah,
if
like
you're from
listen.
some other random part of the country and you just hear
I have all the respect for the guys at the
dude,
hotel.
yes, no, fair, same.
You guys are
Living life.
doing your most. Okay? I envy all of them.
Me not.
However, just close the curtain.
Like we're not asking for a lot. But thanks for the entertainment, guys. We appreciate it. Like we know intricate details now.
I remember the first time they saw something happen and like they were telling me like, oh my god, dude.
It's quite regular. Valentine's Day.
Yes, yeah,
Valentine's Day was quite spicy.
Also, it's quite a nice hotel. There's definitely some escorts going on. Across the road.
100%.
I mean, isn't that what hotels were made for?
Well, no. But it is the choice of all the best escorts.
No fair.
No.
Not that I would know. Not that I would know.
I'm the roommate, not that he would know.
Thank you. I was going to say, even with money, no one would. But across the road, it's definitely a decent time.
It is, yeah.
I mean, it sounds like it. So basically, moral of the story, close your fucking curtains.
Please, we know.
They're there for a reason. They're not just
Also, all of the curtains, there's two. Close them both.
Oh, Christ on the bucket. Okay, so we've got
So that's the hotel.
We've got loads to talk about. I grabbed this out the fridge. So this, for those of you foreign,
It's a lead
we
black
do
label.
actually have some international viewers. So shout out
Yeah.
to America, and 0.5% from the UK.
What's
so
up, Nikki and Kim?
How's it going? Spread the news. But anyway, that's the thing we've got a huge internal. This is what we call black label.
What's that, Malay?
It's made by Carling, so technically not South African.
Canadian, in fact.
Canadian, yes. But the black label is a very South African beer.
Yes.
Everyone drinks it.
Yeah.
And a couple of years ago they came out with liters. For those of you who don't know, a liter of beer is a shit ton of beer. Like,
Fact.
2 of these is more than your regular 6-pack. Anyway, back to my story. So I was in Cape Town this last week, and yesterday I went to Hudson's with Jono, just after work, because he works on Sundays. So he picked-
Gross. Get a new job, Jono.
No, but he works with
He
plants,
loves
so
his
it's
job,
lovely.
though.
Oh, sick. Can we go to his plant shop?
We
Yeah,
should.
let's just plan a trip to Cape Town because we get so much time off.
And it's
Fact.
literally just the same.
And with all the money we don't have.
Exactly.
Anyway, my story.
Back to the beer.
So first of all, like the waitress that we had like a trainee, and she was like really cool. Like she was just like, hey,
Was she hot?
Mate, that's not
Trainee
what
was better looking than the waitress.
Okay.
That's not what it's all about.
I'm just
But
asking.
like Pretoria had so much like Cape Town Hudson's.
Okay, fact. Okay, cool.
Sorry, better.
Bro, Cape Town pick up.
In terms of service, obviously, we're talking
I don't care about the food or anything. I was told Megan asked if the waitress was fine. We are on that topic. Pretoria definitely has a much more vigorous process.
Okay.
Selection.
Not that I agree with this process, by the way, but
But-
they clearly have a more vigorous process.
Okay, fact.
Moving on. So we like she's reading out the specials to us. Guess what one of the specials there is?
Black
On
label.
Sunday, a litre fucking draft of Black Label.
How much did it cost you?
$60.
What?
Which is more than if I bought it from the
That's-
shop, but
that's
like
like
the average
$30,
draft
yeah.
is like 35 rand.
We pay
39.
39 at one of the establishments,
Yeah, 39.
35 at the other.
We like the 35
rand
rand.
is pretty much like my baseline for drafts. Like anything.
And at the 35 rand establishment, the waitresses know us, it's a vibe.
It's cool.
Was that the
Maybe we alcoholic.
Nice. That's actually a funny story, but I don't know. We can go.
Okay. So, let's just go in there. So, back 2-3 years ago,
Well, it was longer. It was literally.
so
a trick.
we can bring up
It was
bottles.
5 years ago.
No, it wasn't a trick.
Then it was first year. So
Does
It
it-
was 18, 19, I think. Or, no, 17, 18, maybe first year.
4 years ago.
So,
Quick, we're old.
a good few years ago, we were at our good friend Jonathan. He was house sitting in Durban, and being the supportive friends we are, we should know, Jonathan, you can't do this by yourself.
We have to come
We
and
have
help
to
you
come.
house at this house in
Yeah.
Mount Edge. You can't do it alone.
Yeah,
Was it in Brunei?
yeah, it was my issue.
Oh, okay, so
yes.
sorry, I did the same New Year's 3 years in a row, so
Yeah.
I kind of.
I did this. So we were house sitting, and then John said we'd been invited to this draw, and I was like, oh, let's go. So we went.
Fucking go, boys.
Yeah.
We went, and
This was not my proudest night of my life.
we
Let me
had
just
a really,
preface this,
really
sorry.
good time at Prius, and then we went.
The best time at Prius.
It was actually
But
incredible.
fines were a bit rough that year. Did we do fines that
We
year?
did fines beforehand, yeah.
We did do fines that year.
Then we went out.
That was when we went to Sapa Trampoline. It was
Yes.
all cute. This makes episode.
Reminiscing.
Yeah. Meg's cousin was there, it counts.
Shut up, Mike. Thanks for representing the goal.
So we went out to what is affectionately known as the village, aka
Craig's New
Umhlanga
Home.
village, and we went to an establishment by the name of the Steak and Ale.
Indeed. And we saw the fucking resident DJ from Puck there.
Yeah.
We left Maritzburg to go
DJ.
over, and then there's Maritzburg
There's
DJ.
DJ.
Might as well go on the spot.
Yeah.
So myself and a potential suitor were having a jolly good time, and
At this point, I can't see straight.
lo and behold, my friend Dane comes through, and I'm like, this is incredible. Here's my friend.
This is he.
About half a quart in hand, which then proceeds to become no quart in a matter of seconds, which then becomes no glass in a matter of seconds because said quart gets dropped on the floor. Potential suitor then is thusly grabbed by Dane, and they proceed to have a fantastic time together.
I don't know about this.
While I'm standing there, gobsmacked, absolutely shook at what's going on in front of me right now. And when I look at Dave, he's like, no, fuck, this is mine. I was like, bro, what is going on inside your head?
Nothing. The answer is nothing was in my head. I don't even remember this. I vaguely remember hooking up with her and forgetting her name.
Dane!
And then spending the rest of my night trying to remember her name and saying horrible things about everyone. Not my promise night. I don't really remember
I'm
mine.
not repeating what you said.
It's on fucking camera, unfortunately.
Not this camera though.
Not this camera.
Yeah,
so we then affectionately named the place the Snake and Ale.
Okay, but I want to know, is it like a common thing for you guys to hook up with girls and then not remember their names?
No, I remember all of them.
No, I literally was like the only one. I was so fucked up.
Okay, so you know all the girls' names that you've hooked up with?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm proud of you boys.
I've got a list on email somewhere. It hasn't fucking been added to for like a year and a half now, so it's quite
I've
easy to
never had
keep
to
track.
jot it down because it's a short list.
Yeah, it's one.
Do you want to talk about mine?
We can.
There's not enough hours in the day. The camera doesn't have enough time.
But yeah, so essentially what Graham was trying to say was that we were out on the tour and I was the alpha male. And I
You say that, then what happened thereafter?
Graham was in like pulled the wall here. But she was on crutches, so she couldn't get away. So you guys take that on your own.
Did you pull her after Dane pulled her?
No, Graham went and found someone.
Oh, I'm going to be like, guys.
I did not go find someone on crutches and take them around the corner. It was a girl we met at Prees who then
So couldn't get away from you. That's the crux of this matter.
called me over.
Oh.
That just reminded me because that
Not
was
immediately.
when John and I broke the last quarter, we had a fucking fight on all
She
sides
didn't-
about it.
It's not that this girl witnessed Dane Snake and was like, you know, Graham, I've got sympathy, come over,
Oh,
please.
gee, I'm sorry, my
2 hours
boy.
later.
I'm sorry,
Everyone
though.
else had gone to the beach. Oh my god, myself! In a Sligo village.
And when I pulled it away from you, that was like just before the countdown.
It was so
Like Graham had put in all the groundwork. We were up to the fucking end. And I just came in and said,
And you know what the worst thing is?
True friend.
I'm not even mad.
no, Graham did better. Yeah, it worked out for him.
So, yeah, I found someone else
Yeah, you did.
who was, in my personal opinion, a better suitor for myself. But in the moment, in all of that going down, all 6 of my mates just decided, no, we're going to the beach. Who cares where Graham is? Let's just go to the beach. I then have to phone Nikki, who is like, the fact that I'm phoning him as the person to tell me where they're going is just goes to show how gone everyone else was. And I'm phoning Nicola on an outside. And then he's like, yo, we just at the beach. And bear in mind, at this point, I'm a Maritzburg local. It's dark, I can't see the sea.
You just left him. I feel like we probably would have looked around for a second first.
In
Right?
fairness, I feel like you guys thought to yourself, out of everyone we can leave alone, Graham will find his way home.
And they weren't wrong.
No, I'm responsible.
Yeah.
Debatable.
How many? I've only ever walked home once.
Can we talk about that? So I'm at home. Okay.
Which home were you at?
What do you mean, what home was I at?
Yeah.
Oh, no. I was at home in Hillcrest.
Thank you.
And I
If
guess...
you're going on location, all the fans will come running.
Cut that out. I'm not ready for it.
Drop the address. I don't even know where you live. Because why I asked is because if you were here.
No, I would... it would be irrelevant. No. Yeah, no. So, no, I'm at home and just in bed doing my thing. It's a Friday night.
It was
And
Sunday night.
Was it a Sunday?
Yes.
I have a rogue roommate. Everyone...
It was a lot better for you before.
Listen,
Call help. No, be honest.
Be
Okay.
honest.
So it was a Sunday. I was probably in bed because normal people that have 9 to 5, I'm joking, 7:30 to 7:30s.
7:30 just
Continues, yeah. And I get this message, it's like a voice note, and it's like 3 minutes long. And I was like, and you must know, whenever Graham sends me a message, I'm like, oh, I'll see him later. So I just,
There's voice notes that I sent to Meg in March that I
that I just don't listen to.
Yeah, speaking of
So-
things I shouldn't listen to.
So I was like, okay, 3 minutes, it's Sunday, like, I don't know. So listen to it. This man is, You weren't too badly intoxicated,
No, I wasn't
but
drunk.
he basically explained a story how no Uber would fetch him. He had to get an asthma pump. God bless your lungs.
Can I just tell you, I didn't even buy the pump because I was so bleak. Because I was waiting for the 24-hour pharmacy at 11:45 at night. Who is going to the pharmacy at 11:45 at night?
So then he proceeds to tell me that he walked up Mshtanga Rocks Drive
Well,
in his
those people don't know,
slops.
It's like fucking.
It's like
It's not a
this.
great walk.
In slops, intoxicated.
Strong calls.
So I don't even think I replied because I was just so like, I don't even know what to
I think I
do.
messaged you saying I walked home and you're like,
What the fuck? Like, what the heck? So, long story of the short,
Long story of the short.
thanks, mate.
short story of the long. What is the saying?
Long story short.
Long story short, this man thought he was Mr. Incredible.
I was.
He proved that he was and walked up Mshtanga Rocks Drive at 12 o'clock on a Sunday night. You're a champ, dude.
It was 9 minutes to 11.
Yeah?
I just walked home from village.
What did I reply?
At 5:53 a.m. What? Question mark. Tried to get an Uber, but my signal was fucked. So I had no connection, couldn't get an Uber, so I walked home.
Okay, but speaking of Ubers, like whatever, I actually thought
That was
that
us.
How was that?
and it like kind of actually like made me think because it's pretty true. Uber went from being like ghosted, like you could get an Uber whenever.
Everywhere, yeah.
I don't know
No.
about anyone else, but since COVID's hit, I feel like Uber's slacking.
Big time.
Like I was in Cape Town the other night, and like I started calling an Uber at like 11:15. For those of you international viewers,
We have a
we have
curfew.
like 12, like midnight is like
Yeah, Kieran and
lockdown,
Nikki.
get inside.
We got a curfew.
So like all the bars and shit close at like 11, so that you've got an hour to get home. So I'm at this place in Cape Town. I saw half of Maritzburg there, which was weird.
Right.
Then left, it's like 11:15. I genuinely was sitting there trying to get an Uber for 45 minutes. And
No
Didn't
ways.
come. It didn't come. I was standing there. Luckily, I saw Rue Oosthuizen there, so I was sitting.
Oh yeah.
I was chatting with Rue, and we were just chatting shit like as we do. And eventually, like both of us were doing the same thing, but we were going in like opposite directions.
Yeah.
So eventually, like Rue's like, "Fucking, I'm gonna walk." I was like, "Okay, then fuck, so am I." Rue, which way do I go to get to the other side? And he literally just points. He's like, "Walk down this road as far as you can, and you'll get there." And he's got like his phone had died earlier in the night, but he has like a backup phone for driving as the true seasoned veteran.
Yeah.
So he got his backup phone. He gives me this number. He's like, anything happens to you, you phone this number, and I'll come flying along and fuck them up. So I
You walked home?
I walked from the centre of Cape Town to Greenpoint. It was quite a walk. It was fun. Also, fucking hill like this. I drove the next day through town. I was like, what?
I did that.
But I didn't have a choice, because it's like, what do you do?
What do you do?
It's
That's the
like,
thing, yeah.
It's like 12 now. Been trying to call an Uber for an hour.
So you're already after curfew.
Already missed curfew.
At that
this
point,
point.
it's easier to just get arrested.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
anyone pulled me over, I'd be like,
Guys,
Yes.
I've tried.
I was trying. Please take me home. Or take me somewhere.
Either way, I'll need a
I'm
lift.
stuck.
Just please
Yeah.
take me.
Shame.
I told Jonah the next day he almost had a heart attack. I was like, well,
Yeah.
you would have had more of a heart attack if I'd followed Jonah waking me up.
That's
Facts.
Wow, sorry, I've got hiccups. But yeah,
Just don't think about it.
how did we get onto this? Like, my brain's just farted. So,
It's irrelevant how we got there.
The fact is, we got there.
hashtag deep. Should we have a look at my notes? I did write a couple of notes for this. Let's
Well,
see if
we've discussed Megan enough. We can get rid of her now.
No,
We can change the camera so just the two of us.
We've still
And Megan can go to bed.
Actually, what's the time?
Oh, Meg, does size matter? I think that's one way to bring it up.
That's the worst way to bring it up.
I feel like we probably could have segued into it after the whole But, yeah, Meg, does size matter?
Does size matter?
Like, let's get some facts.
Okay,
I think most of our audience is female last week.
We had a majority female audience.
It might have only been like the first couple of episodes, but we'll take this.
okay, so
It was almost.
female nonetheless.
We're trying to look cool, bro.
I'm also trying to be honest.
Okay, does size matter?
I assume you know what we're referring to.
I assume we don't have to go dive deep into this one.
No, so yes and no.
Oh,
I
okay,
think-
that's different to ours from earlier.
I think
That's different to the
15
off-camera
centimeters,
answer.
leave me alone.
no, so I think
Different to the off-camera answer.
it's yes and no because I feel like people put a lot of pressure on it. It's not that big of a deal. Just do your thing, live your life. If it's shit, it's shit. If it's not, you score.
No, you can't say if it's shit because you told me that it's shit.
Okay, fair. Like I'm gonna talk about it if it's shit, but like it still happened.
Okay, still hits. That's basically what it is. Megan's basically saying, doesn't matter, still hits.
But
But
like,
you've also said to me in the past that you can tell from just hooking up.
yeah, if you hook up with a person, you can sort of gauge
what
the
you- Not
situation.
necessarily the side, but rather whether it's going to be good or not.
Yeah, the situation.
Okay,
Yeah.
I've heard that one before as well.
Yeah, like
you
so.
can tell from the hours ago outside.
So.
No, this is a podcast actually. but
So,
okay.
moral of the story, boys, just don't be a shit hookup.
So basically, Megan's saying you've got to be a good kisser, and therefore you'll be good in bed.
Basically.
Hand in hand.
However, it's more so that she'll think you'll be good in bed.
She's already like thinking you're gonna be good, even if you shit, you'll
You
be
still
better than like
shit.
shit. You're like,
Just a not try
basically just
though.
practice your kissing and you'll be fine.
You're welcome.
Just don't be bad.
Exactly. I don't understand. Like I'm not asking for a lot. Don't be bad. The end.
Okay, but we still don't answer the sounds matter.
I said it's the end.
That's like a
Yes
totally
and no.
direct answer.
I
Yes
think-
and no is the
okay,
opposite of
okay.
correct
Let's
answer.
If I-
reword it. Is there such thing as too small?
You can say yes.
Yes, there is.
Yes, there is. Okay.
Yes, there is.
And is there such thing as too big?
Most likely.
Okay, you just haven't experienced.
I haven't been privileged. Jokes. No, it's size does matter if it's going to be good. But like I say, like anything's good if you make it good, right?
So at the end of the day, it's like don't blame the tool, blame the work.
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
Okay.
So just
So basically, as
Don't
long as
be
you
a
know
shit
how to use
hookup.
it, and if you don't have much of it, you know how to use your other parts of
Yeah.
it. That'd be good to know. Basically.
you said
Just be better in the other aspects of life.
exactly.
Indeed. Speaking of other aspects of life, Megan, I heard that you had a fling with a sports star at some stage this year. Is it something you'd like to talk about, or is it something you'd rather we
Oh.
skim past?
The man was hot.
Was he hard to
The man was hot.
I mean, I saw him. He was
He was a good-looking lad, right?
looking lad.
I mean, it doesn't help that there's a little bit of
I thought it was like an
of
absolute idiot in this one.
it doesn't help that there's a bit of sway like on the sporting front. Like it just makes it more
And
attractive.
there was
And
also quite a bit of build-up.
there was a lot of build-up. There was probably about a week of build-up. Thank you,
That's
COVID, for
very
providing a bio bubble for a week of build-up. We appreciate
Couldn't get it
you.
done on the first date, so I had to wait a whole week.
A whole week. I'm not gonna lie.
I'll back him up. The man was locked down in a hotel.
Yeah, actually,
Oh, listen, if I've heard anything, more fun happens in the hotel than alcohol.
Unfortunately, Meg's been this side of the hotel.
yeah. So I know the curtains are
Was he
closed.
staying in this hotel?
No,
Oh, okay.
no.
That would have been so much more convenient.
Way more convenient. But yeah, it was fun. It was a time.
It was yeah. I mean,
Would you say his position as like a international sportsman had any influence on it, or do you think even if he was just a normal dude with a normal job, he would have had as much chance?
I definitely think it holds sway, but to be honest, okay, so we can decide if we're going to cut it out or not. So how it actually happened?
yeah.
So how it actually happened is we matched
On
on a popular dating site,
often referred to by flames.
and then one of the other guys that played the same sports tagged him in a story,
Yes.
and I viewed it and I went onto the story. So I matched with him and I shot my shot. Girls, it works.
Girl,
So-
listen to her.
Shot
When you
my
message me
shots.
on Tinder, I'm not going to message you.
No,
for this,
girl,
This
it's-
much confidence.
It's 2021. The girls have to make the first move now.
Apparently, Bumble's good for that because
It's-
girls have to make.
Well, as a man, you have no choice on Bumble.
So I think I should get into Bumble because.
In
I'm
fairness,
really
by the
bad
time
at
this
it.
comes out, it's
Okay, but
2022, so we're more advanced.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yes.
girls shoot your shot.
2022 is the year of the girls shooting their shot.
Thank you. So I shot my shot, hit the pickup line. There was the parking ticket one, so it was a goodie. And then,
What's the parking ticket one?
are you a parking ticket? Because you've got fine written all over you.
No, it only works.
We were talking about how we're getting like progressive in 2022, and we're going back to like 2015 pickup lines.
Pickup lines,
But I
yeah.
suppose that's the standard because girls haven't had to
Classic
do it.
always works. Keep it simple, girls. Keep it simple. Okay?
Guys, simple doesn't fucking work. They've heard it all before. You've got to come up with something completely wild and original. Write a 5-page thesis on why you'll be great, and then multiply.
It's just too much.
Fact.
Okay, so you've got to get the right balance.
You gotta get
You've got to judge from the pictures how intellectual they are
Yeah.
and how much they're willing to read, as to whether you go with like a one-liner packed with info or like you have to write an essay to like really stuff.
So
Okay.
my go-to is the vibes are immaculate.
Yeah, I back
It's a
it.
good one. Megan can just send.
Can
us
we
because
please cut my mom's phoning?
We can pause.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's really good. What did we
We'll
stop
wait for
on?
me to read out before carry on.
What did we stop on when Meg?
How we even got to in the first place.
You want to carry on with that?
Up to you guys. We can if you want.
So we can carry on with how you. So you matched with him on Tinder.
Yeah, and then I shot my shot.
Okay, yeah, let's go back to that.
Okay, yeah. So matched, shot my shot with a sneaky pickup line. Then one of my other friends that I follow who's in the same sporting realm tagged him in a story. So I went onto the tag and I was like, oh, man's quite attractive. I'm going to follow him. About an hour later, I was like, hold on, Megan. It's the same person. So now I feel like such a creep.
You didn't swipe right by mistake.
No, but now,
Like, you
now
went for followers,
Meg's dilemma is now she's
Slid
matched
into the
with guy-
DMs.
She's matched with the guy on Tinder
And now
messaged
followed
him,
him.
and then she's gone and followed him
On
within
Instagram.
an hour.
So eventually, like, an hour goes past.
That's literally
This is
better.
like the best thing that's happened to me.
So then about an hour passed and I made this realization and I was like, oh my word, I'm such a loser, whatever. So then I slid into the Instagram DMs and I was like, I'm so sorry, like I'm not actually a creep. This is what's happened, haha, banter. And then he replied and he was actually super mellow about it and stuff. So it was chill, but like it was just, oh my word, this is too much. But yeah, and then it was a week long of waiting. Thank you, COVID. Build up was immaculate. The vibes were immaculate.
That's really immaculate.
Everything was just the back.
Everything was immaculate, yeah. So,
While we're on the topic of Tinder, I think we have a couple of questions we want to ask just in terms of relationships in general.
Yes, that's one way to say great. I was going to be a lot more blunt about it. So we were talking about let's give you both. Why not? So we were telling you earlier about how we had our meeting. So we decided on like a little bit of a structure and like some sort of segments that we want to kind of bring up. In the future, these segments will be, especially this one towards the end of the podcast, will be very much like from you guys asking questions.
Please ask us questions.
Like,
guys.
obviously, this one we kind of didn't plan it until
No.
like straight before, so we just did it.
For us.
So today we're going to be giving some relation. We are going to be giving out some relationship advice. As a
From-
person who's well versed in relationships myself.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I think it's like very appropriate that 3 single people are giving relationship advice.
I think so too. So we're on r/relationship advice on
On
Reddit.
Reddit,
For those
yeah.
of you who don't know Reddit, it's
Guys, it's a fantastic website.
an interesting place.
Go and literally live
Get
your life on
lost.
Reddit. It's incredible.
You can find whatever the fuck you want on there.
It's fantastic.
So this Reddit looks like it's actually been dead for 7 years, but it's fine.
Relationships exist. 7 years later, I can confirm.
Okay, so we might have to cut some of these out because we haven't planned this before.
And if this is yours, please tell us.
Yeah, that would be great.
It would be fantastic.
7 years ago, you/deleted, so whoever posted this has deleted their Reddit since. They probably got up to some dodgy shit and wanted to buy. So 19 male, 19 female. What the fuck are you? Are you both? Like, I'm pretty sure you're supposed to say your age and who you are.
I believe the story involves both.
Have you read the story already? So how old do you know?
But I say I believe.
Okay, well, let's use the story. Okay.
Judging by the title, I can tell you it's probably both.
Probably. Okay, so I've been going out with this girl for 3 months now. So I'm assuming it is a guy asking for advice on a female.
Okay.
Considering the 19 and 19F.
Yes.
Thank you.
They're both 19, they're both teenagers.
Back in the
In
day.
case you didn't realize that. Okay, so he's been dating this girl for 3 months now, and they've been an amazing 3 months. Frustrating, fun, and just all around crazy. So when we were together, we are the best, most living couple there is. That's not a great thing.
Maybe it's supposed to be loving.
Loving, that is what it says. It's not, it says loving, I promise. But when we're away from each other, it just gets crazy. She's a busy girl who is constantly working, or is helping her parents around the house. So outside of school, we really don't do a lot. Okay, so they're still studying and stuff, obviously.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it made me mad, and I told her that. Now she feels like the worst girlfriend ever, and isn't sure if she wants a boyfriend right now. We love each other to death, and we honestly couldn't live without each other. She is really sad, and I'm starting to do everything I can to try and pick her up and make our relationship normal. So she talked about taking a break for a month, and I don't want that at all. She said that we should finish the week off and see what happens at the end. Any advice on what to do or something would be awesome. Okay, I just want to start. If you've ever watched the series Friends,
Yes.
don't take a fucking break. And if you do, make sure the boundaries are set of what the break means.
Well, I mean, I think the biggest problem here is they're 19.
That was my next point that I was going to end. I was like, this was 7 years ago.
This shouldn't be causing you so much stress.
We need to update. We're still together.
I was about to say, these people are 26 now. I'm going to go out on a limb and
Now-
assume that these two broke up at some
Yeah,
point.
same. It doesn't sound
I'm going to
promising.
say that this post was up for a couple of hours and they broke up.
No, they're 19.
This man got zero advice before this girl ended it.
Facts.
I don't know. There's people that were still like giving advice like 30 days ago. Like,
Yeah, they
do people not look at when something was posted? 22 days ago on a thing from 7 years ago.
What's the advice?
Yes, obviously that you care a lot about her, but unfortunately this doesn't seem to be the case on her end, buddy. Move on with your life. No, it's been 7 years. You need to move on with your life. Not the guy who posted it. He's deleted his account.
He's got a wife and
He
kids.
moved on. Oh my god. Actually, some of these replies are ridiculous.
Should we try and actually find proper ones?
Okay, yeah, let's try and find some proper ones. Okay, but you can't reach that because the fucking charger has to be plugged in.
Surely you don't have to plug it anymore.
I don't want it to die, bro.
It's on 56.
This one looks spicy. Just slept with my ex-girlfriend, and we had 3 hours of straight sex, and told each other of
Cap.
after we ended. No, I know I should treat it as a fucking run, but I can't tell you if it's dirty or just a shame. So basically, these guys had sex for 3 hours straight, and it's his ex, sorry. We're assuming, he doesn't actually mention, but it was 8 years ago, so...
He said just slept with my
So
ex-girlfriend.
he slept with his ex-girlfriend.
So
Yeah, but it could have been a girl that slept with her ex-girlfriend. You don't know.
We PC here, Graham.
You're assuming their gender, they haven't told us.
Okay, that's besides the point.
Anyway, let's not get into that.
Let's try fucking cancel Graham.
Yeah, so we've got our guy John. He's just slept with his ex-girlfriend
Rebecca.
Rebecca. They apparently had sex for 3 hours straight, so I'm assuming either it's bullshit or he spent the entire day before in the bathroom. I just probably got the biggest rat forum of all time. They told each other about past hookups, so I'm assuming that's between when they broke up
And when they-
slept with
okay.
each other.
Or prior to togetherness.
Now, he wants to know, should he treat it as a fucking run,
Yes.
or does he feel dirty, or just ashamed? I'd say all three.
Same, actually.
First of all, it should have just been a run.
None of those are exclusive from each
Well,
other.
they
You don't
could
feel
be
all of them
exclusive.
at the
Same
same
time.
I think you should feel all three. Treat it as a fucking run, you should have just run.
Facts.
No, but bro, what if the vibes were there?
But the vibes weren't there
The
if
fact
they
that
broke up.
Like they were talking about
No,
it.
but come now, guys. Like realistically, come.
Are you trying to tell us what happened?
No, not at all.
Cutting
No,
that.
not at all.
I don't know. I
I
think
feel like inclined to say she's lovely, but no, like I won't.
no. Yeah, all three. All three.
I
Why
think
do
all
people
three.
do that though? Why do you think people keep going back?
Because what if it was really, like physically, what if it was amazing with an ex?
Yeah, but how are you going to move on if you just keep going back?
You can move on emotionally.
I don't think you can.
No, but you're wrong.
Okay,
I don't
so
think you
what I'm
can.
hearing here is,
What
like,
I'm saying
as
is,
a guy, you can probably move on emotionally.
no. What I'm saying is, if it wasn't like,
To
okay,
be honest, for her, it wasn't a fucking run. She knew exactly what she was doing.
That's what I'm
But
getting
if
at.
she knew what she was doing, would she really have gone and told him? I suppose, yeah, because she wanted to make him jealous. But
Yes.
all she's done is made him feel dirty.
So
Mission accomplished.
She cared, she's gone in there.
Oh, so you're saying she went in there trying to fuck his head?
Yeah.
They're vindictive.
You're not wrong.
Careful, women are crazy.
Barney Stinson was revolutionary, guys. There's a crazy hot scale for a reason.
Dude, I've heard this, like, it sort of died out for a few years. No,
I've brought it back.
The last, like, 2 months,
I've heard it right.
Yeah.
The crazy hot scale. Guys, so for those of you who've been living under a rock for the last 15 years, a girl can be equally as crazy as she is hot. Okay, it goes for guys as
Yeah,
well.
I reckon.
Let's bring it to that. It's 2022 by this time it comes to us.
So picture just like a graph,
A graph, yeah.
diagonal line. As you get more crazy, you have to get more hot.
You have to be equally as hot as you are crazy,
To make
otherwise
it-
it's not worth it. So if you're like a 10 crazy and an 8 hot,
Get
I'm sorry,
wrecked.
you're undesirable.
You're too crazy, you're not hot.
6 crazy, 6 hot, you are
That's
fantastic.
perfect. You are perfect.
6 hot, 5 crazy.
So what am I, Graham?
You're better than better. 4.
Honestly, you're a 410, but anyway.
Guys!
You're a 10-10. 100%.
Thank you.
Like 10-10.
You're a 0, 10. I'll tell you which is which. Now let's carry on.
I'll take it. It's fine. We live together. Don't make it awkward, guys.
So yeah, the crazy hot scale. Like,
It's a thing.
It
It is a thing.
You listen, guys. It's not necessarily, yeah, it should be.
It's pretty accurate most of the time, though.
It really is like. It seems like a stupid thing from a TV show, but you can tell that someone's.
You can, yeah.
Someone's last work, right? Developing the crazy hot scale.
Yeah.
Someone was hurt on the How I Met Your Mother writing staff. Someone was hurt.
Oh, you don't say. Have you fucking watched that show?
I watched the whole show. Someone's writing their life story from the perspective of Ted, and I really, really hope they found happiness.
I hope that they sucked off that whole friend group and found another woman in the relationship. Carry on with their life.
Facts.
So in other news, I've now found a more up-to-date Reddit with posts from as recently as 1 hour ago.
Okay, let's hit it.
That's a long one though, so we're going to skip down. Let's go. That's 43. Should we get some 40-year-old advice?
Yeah, let's go to the 40
Let's get some 40-year-old advice.
40 is too old, guys.
Okay, but wait, this one looks pretty spicy. I, 43 female, am sort of seeing someone 41 male. See, now this is the kind of detail that they didn't have 7 years ago.
Okay, so he's younger than her.
So he's younger than her, but I feel like
That's
once
not
you
a
hit the
thing,
40s,
yeah.
It's like the same thing.
Yeah.
Wait, once you hit your 20s, that's not a thing.
There it is.
Yeah, but there's still, like, 29 to 21, there's still big difference. You know, you grow a lot. Between, like,
So you're telling me 9 years difference is too much?
no, not necessarily.
No, not at all.
Not always. I'm saying it can be, depending
Okay.
on
Following.
who you are.
Depending on the maturity of
Yeah.
both parties involved.
Like,
Fair enough.
that time, I say between, like, 16 and, like, 27.
Yeah, fair.
Like-
That's a bit dodge.
Like, everyone in that time, they're either married and having kids,
Or don't know what
doing
the
drugs
frick they're
every
doing.
night,
Yeah.
or no idea what the
Both.
fuck they're doing, or both.
Facts. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so 43 female, 41 male.
43 female, 41 male. They dated years ago, so probably like when we were born. I'm not sure if this is a friends with benefits thing or what.
I'd hate to have that rep.
He drives 3 hours to see me.
Man is making moves.
He's trying to bond with my 11-year-old son.
That's weird.
His words, and as far as my son knows, we are just friends.
These things.
He brought me one of his sweatshirts to wear, and we're
Are
on
we
the
12?
phone/video chat multiple times a day.
Just sack them all.
And
Yeah,
that
sack 'em
ends with
off,
a
that's
2 to 3
way-
hour conversation at night.
That's way
You have a
too
job.
much. No, that's way. No, cut that out.
Okay, we're not done yet. We're not even done. Is this more than a friends with benefits type of thing?
Yes.
Yes. I can't ask him yet because our history isn't stellar. We both screwed up, but we were kids, so I was right. They probably did date when we were born. I just want to feel out, but I'm not sure if I'm reading this right. Any advice would be great here.
Okay, first of all,
What's
It's not friends with benefits.
it's not friends with
No,
benefits. But
No
secondly,
way. Showing 3 hours bonding with your kid.
He definitely thinks it's more than friends with benefits.
He does. He wants it to be. He might not think it is, but he's
No, he
definitely
definitely
trying.
wants it to be more.
my biggest thing is how do you have so much time and energy to entertain multiple FaceTimes and then a 3-hour conversation
Now, that
at
was my
night?
question, is, do you not have jobs? Because
No, hold up.
No, Graham, that's excessive.
Well, multiple FaceTimes a day, or just
Okay.
Throughout the day, multiple video calls throughout the day.
we're
No.
on phone/video chat multiple times a day.
Followed.
And that ends with a 2 to 3 hour conversation.
No, so what are you talking about?
That's your whole fucking day.
Yeah.
What are you
yeah,
talking
basically,
about?
43-year-olds just
Do
not in
that.
jobs.
I wonder what country these people. This is definitely
This is
American.
American.
Like, without a doubt.
No, that's not cool.
Any
Like,
advice here would be great. My best advice for you, dear, is you're a 43-year-old woman. Why the fuck are you asking Reddit for advice? Because you're just going to get a bunch of 20-odd-year-olds sarcastic
You
questions.
consider that one. Fuck off. No, let's be honest here.
it's a
You
bit
can do
weird.
better.
Yeah, you can do better. But also, like,
But at the same time, we don't know what it's like to be 40. So maybe that's just
maybe this is
normal.
like her only reach.
And I'll be honest with you guys, I hope. Like Crystal One, I'm sure you're fantastic. However, I hope I'm never Crystal One.
Yeah, same. Please can I not be that person?
Guys, if I'm ever driving 3 hours to see someone bonding with their kid, taking
I'll
their
shoot you,
jerseys,
don't worry.
and on the phone for fucking like 5
I'll
hours a
shoot
day.
you, don't worry.
Yeah. You want to go off the balcony?
I'll shoot you, don't stress.
Just tell me that it's better to be single. Because
Yeah,
I
no.
know someone who's pro-motor, don't worry.
Fuck, that took a turn.
I didn't mention their name.
Fair enough. Do you actually know someone that's promoting?
As a joke, yeah, I'll tell you afterwards.
Okay, these are all like old people. Oh, here we go. Oh, now we're getting spicy. We're getting into the teenagers. Oh, this is
Shit,
long.
that's a story, I'll read it.
Okay, we go. Gonna try to keep this short as the first sentence.
And it's 12 pages long.
What is the first sentence?
Go try
I'm
to
gonna
keep
try
it
to keep it
short.
short.
Oh,
You
okay.
didn't do a great job.
No.
Okay, I'm 18 female, talking to a guy 22. Hey.
Cool age gap. Okay.
It's 23.
This is not about me, by the way. I'm not really 18 year
You're
old.
23.
Shut up, I'm 22. Fuck, I'm 23. We're getting old. Okay.
She's also 23.
We all are. I'm the youngest here.
That's true.
Fact.
Yeah, May.
May.
Yeah.
I'm the youngest one in this podcast.
I'm oldest.
Graham is 24 in like a couple of months.
Yeah.
Anyway, since the beginning, okay, so this was posted a day ago, just for context. Since the
That's
beginning of
still-
October, so it's been like a month and a bit.
Is this like
They've been talking for just over a month and it seemed too good to be true. He seemed the sweetest, most romantic gentleman ever. He came off kind of strong though. He said he loved me in text,
That's weird.
and he said that he'd marry me.
No,
That's
no,
also
His
weird.
dream girl.
No, he's lying. He's
I'd
lying.
wake up to cute little paragraphs,
He's
and
horny.
we talk on the phone literally every night except for you.
Okay, can we just pause there?
This sounds like being in grade like 10.
The cute little paragraphs, I'm not gonna lie, as a woman, the nicest thing ever is getting like unexpected messages.
Yes.
Yes, but we have to take the rest of the
Okay, carry
sentence's
on.
context.
Okay.
I agree.
Okay.
I like to send paragraphs.
I like a paragraph. I personally, I don't like. I'm more of a like 7 messages at one go.
No.
I'm
I'm a paragraph.
I'm a terrible
especially
person.
if I'm like trying to get a point across.
Yeah.
I'm a terrible person. I'll be honest with you, but I'd rather. I personally will send like 7 messages. Versus
Okay.
I was wondering if it's like, it depends. Like if it's like
you know, I
Yeah.
talk to you all the time.
If I want
I'll
to
send
get
like
Yeah, facts.
it depends
it's
on
hard
how I
to
want
say.
it to come across. Like
You
if I want to
can't
get like a full thought out and like get my whole thought
Okay,
out of
but,
it, then I'll send one message.
Yeah, same.
If I'm like feeling ADHD that day,
I was about to
I will
say.
be like,
Bam, bam,
"Yo,
bam.
what the fuck just happened?
Fair.
Dude, you won't believe it. Like, I'll send him, I won't do that, but
I'm
it depends.
severely ADHD most of the
Yeah,
time, so
like,
I'm gonna
I'm
send
not
about
going to
8
do that. Like,
messages
if
in a
I'm
row.
trying to, like, court a girl, I'm not going to send her a
Court a
random
girl.
10 message thread.
Oh.
I'm going to send her a random little paragraph.
Thank you.
being like,
Okay.
nice and sweet.
Yes, that's
Because
cute. Do that,
nothing's worse
boys.
than, like, ting, 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 and they're reading it as it comes to
You know
you.
what? No, because they're not reading it because it's on silence.
No.
If your phone is not on silence, just grow up.
I agree, and Jonah fucking showered me so much.
Because your phone
Because
is
I
on
thought the time I missed like the first 2 or 3 calls while I was there that he was trying to call
So
me.
I've just gone vibrate rather.
Yeah, same.
My plan going forward is notifications quiet, cell phone ringing.
Allowed.
That's a good one.
Okay, but can we get back on our story, please?
Yes, okay, fuck, we haven't even finished the story. Okay, so he's sending paragraphs, whatever. I wake up to cute little paragraphs and we talk on the phone literally every night except a few. He even showed me this very specific ring he gave me. Wow, so they're totally talking about
They're
that.
totally
Have
in
they
there.
met yet?
Are they still 18 by the way?
Girls 18, guys 22. Anyways, fast forward to the 20th of November.
Okay, so this
So
is like,
last week, like more than a month
That's
ago.
a week ago.
yeah. Okay.
And they went out on a date.
Yay.
For the first time or just in general?
It just says it on it, doesn't
Okay.
specify. Everything was fine. That night I got no call. Well, as a guy, if I fuck, okay, I'm not going to speak because it's just going to make me look
I was
terrible.
gonna say.
We've talked on the phone one night since we went out.
Ooh.
I expressed to him how I felt about the
Lads
sudden
like you.
change, and he just apologized and said he'd do better. Bullshit. He literally didn't. For example, I simply asked if he could text me goodnight or let me know he's going to knock out, so I wouldn't wait up and about, and he's just been busy from work.
That's
I think I skipped
facts.
something. So I wouldn't wait up, and he couldn't even just do that, or he said he'd call and he never would. Trash.
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 If you're gonna.
At the very least, if you're talking to someone like, and they ask, especially if they're like.
And it's not
ask-
even like she's asking for anything major.
Oh,
You just say like, wait,
at the end of the
just
day,
say like,
yeah.
cheers, so that I'm not going to sit there waiting.
Waiting.
Yeah, and that's fair enough. Like, if you're gonna pass out, but like, say, yo, by the way,
I'm about to pass out.
I'm about to pass
Like,
out.
even if it's not like I'm going to bed now and cold, it's like, listen, I'm like dozing off, I might fall asleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like just.
We
Let's chat tomorrow. brother.
But to be honest though, I think that goes both ways. Like if you guys are sitting up like talking to a girl that you like you would also want her to be like, listen, I'm going to bed.
Especially if like you actually have problems like that we speak to.
Big things we're courting all the time.
I believe in you
You can
guys.
go through all the time. It's work.
Megan, Graham, Clinton,
You
Jono.
can believe with me as much as you like. You also live with me.
No, fair. Okay. Fair enough. Okay, I'm just letting girls, they want the message too.
Yeah.
Yeah, just DM me, guys. I've been waiting for like.
DM us both.
How old am I now?
I'm shaving soon.
Yo, we're getting rid of November.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. It's probably November.
I donated money today.
I'm donating when I get paid.
Good on
tomorrow.
you. High
I
five.
donated money today.
Proud of you.
Okay, wait, let's finish the story.
Okay.
So basically, he wants like, she just wants like a bit of
She wants communication. She's asking for like 70% of 100% of a relationship.
Yeah, I don't think that's too much to ask for.
That's just like decent human manners. But anyway, he told me I had nothing to worry about, and he's just been busy
Cap.
from work.
He's lying.
He's lying. You can be busy with work. We all have
True,
corporate jobs. You do have a second to send a message. Hey, I'm having a busy
I
day.
haven't been speaking to anyone in the last year that I've been like, wow, I actually want to speak to this person, so I wouldn't know.
Me
I'm very
neither.
easy to just blame
However,
sorry everyone.
I'll be like with Meg. Like we obviously live together, so we do have to communicate quite a lot, especially if we cooking X, Y, Z, or someone's coming. Oh, we communicate a lot.
Yeah, we do.
And it is important for us to be like, yo.
And the wedding's next March.
Yeah. Straight up, we're getting married.
Back
It's
it.
a long time coming.
Do you want to high five me?
Not at
Multiple
all.
times?
I can't actually.
Just high five me multiple.
No. This needs to be explained. The one day, Megan comes to me and she's like, please just high five me like this. And I was like, okay, sure. And she's like, this is what it sounds like. You're having really bad sex.
Look, this is what happens. Look, someone gets out of tune as well. So like high five me back. Eventually, you just like don't find the rhythm, and you like awkwardly on your own beat, and then.
Okay.
Try it at home, kids.
Only once you're adult and legal. Okay, let's go.
Okay, carry on.
Save the shit show for a second.
Okay, so she doesn't get the morning paragraphs anymore.
Oh,
She
trash.
doesn't get the takes throughout the days. I mean, I sent him a paragraph one day about how I felt about things, and he left me on red for hours.
That sounds like someone we know.
Who the fuck still has their red receipts on? It's 2022.
I do.
Turn them off.
Turn them off.
Do you have yours off?
Might have been off for a
Someone
long
tuned me the other day because I have my last scene still on, but my red receipt. Okay.
I have both of them on.
You know what? Actually, I can pinpoint when I turn mine off.
So I know my
Exactly.
red receipts are off because personally I hate being ignored. So
Feels.
I would rather sooner see a grey tick.
Yeah, that was
And I don't associate that with.
I don't care anymore, but I
Yeah. At the time, no, I don't care anymore. But at the time,
It's
I
really
switched my
hard being not
blue
caring,
ticks
yeah.
off. I was like, I hate seeing blue ticks because it means
Yeah.
no one, they don't want to talk. In terms of the last scene, the only reason my last scene is still on, and it's actually quite cool, is when I was at varsity, a couple of my mates, whenever we wrote tests in the morning,
Well, to check if you guys
They
were
would
up,
check
I was
if we
there.
were awake.
I remember that and I was like, shit, that's actually bad.
Even like when we don't go out together, like we always like, okay, well, if we see where your last scene is, we
Yeah.
know if you're awake. Can you come fetch
So,
me?
a good
Or-
friend of mine, we
That's actually
would
quite
hold each other accountable. We would phone, like, so if I woke up and I saw her last scene was still like 11 o'clock at night.
So as great as this story is, I don't see how
Okay,
we
yeah,
can
carry
help
on,
an 18-year-old
carry on.
female with a relationship.
Okay, so she's not getting the messages.
Oh, that's how we help.
Okay.
Yeah, we
Well,
stacking
I'll finish
him.
the story. You never know, there might be a twist. It's a
Okay,
long
go.
story.
Okay, go.
We're about 3/4 through now. Okay, so she's not getting the text and everything more. She sent him a paragraph about how he felt and got left on red. That's how we went to that tangent. That night, he did call me and said that I'm overreacting and said that I'm clingy.
I hate men like that. Men are
You're a
trash.
fucking
Hashtag,
idiot. Dude.
yeah.
You're an idiot.
We
Don't
are the
say
worst
that.
type
You
of
can
person.
think it, but don't say it because
Or say it in less words.
yes, I don't understand how I'm clingy because he came off so strongly and soft. That's a good point.
Yeah, you
That's
can't
a
go
good
hot
point.
and
He was
cold.
the clingy one.
Yes.
And now he's saying she's clingy. That's
So she's simply reciprocating his energy.
yes.
Yeah.
But we're forgetting the key fact that they went on a date and this shit happened. We'll get
Yeah,
there.
this likes
Well,
us
so when we
like
actually give
something.
advice at the end, we'll get there.
Are we?
I'm more confused than anything else. He texts me basic things like good morning, hey babe, what's up, etc.
Babe.
We talked about our next date and nothing has been planned. I told him I wanted to see him. He didn't say anything regarding the next date or anything like, hey, let's go out this Saturday or something. He's active on social media. He'll watch my Snapchat and Instagram stories and not respond back to my text. I don't know what to do. Why do men do this? So confused. Answer, men are trash.
Men don't do this. Bad men
Bad
do
men
this.
do this, but I say that makes me a bad man because
You are a bad
I
man.
am a bad man.
And I'll look in the camera deeply and say that.
But can I tell
Personally,
you?
I'm not trying to date
Maybe
you,
I'm
but
not a bad man.
no, you are.
Tell me why. Maybe I'll tell you why. But what I'm seeing from this and the advice I'd like to give to this 18-year-old female is, it
Find someone your own
seems-
age.
No.
No.
Yes.
That's
No,
not the
no,
advice
no.
I'm going to give.
That's the advice I'm
because I
giving.
think age is.
No, but like,
Obviously, there's a point where it's like.
at this point, it's 4 years. Okay, I'm going to go back to the whole. We've had this chat earlier. I'm going to go to sexual maturity. Okay? And I think it plays a huge part in
You know,
relationships.
Graham, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna argue with you on this point every single time you bring it up.
That's
Because
fine.
There are 22-year-old virgins and there are 18-year-olds that have been sleeping around for 5 years.
That
Your age doesn't determine your sexual maturity, bro. That argument is not gonna fucking.
and you can
Carry on with your point, but I'll just
You
stop myself
can,
right now.
you can argue with me, and I'm going to say I'm going to follow it with in general.
That's the.
This doesn't sound
That's the.
general, but yeah, carry on.
In general, most 22-year-olds will have a more advanced
Aware.
sexual
They're more
maturity
aware
than
as
most
Yeah,
well.
that's fair enough. You can't argue with that.
It's a general
Yeah.
statement, and yes, I agree with you. In the extremes, there will be 22-year-olds who've got no experience and 18-year-olds with
The
10
world
years
of, yeah.
experience.
Well, hopefully I'm 10 years of experience. Jesus Christ. Getting out of the town at 8 years old.
Equivalent of 10 years.
Yes, yeah, okay.
So my statement is rather that it's at 18 versus 22. 18, you don't know what you want. Okay?
There's not.
You might not, you might do. However, in the
But I feel like all this is going to is like it depends on who you are. So whether
It does.
the age things
no,
are.
it definitely
And I see
does.
where you're coming from with like
But
the age difference.
I'm saying in general, most 18-year-olds are still trying to figure themselves out. They're still trying
Yeah.
to grow. They're still trying to find what they want to do with their lives. And at 22, you're still in the same boat, but you're further along in the journey than you were at 18.
But you can say that forever and ever and ever. Amen. When you're 40, you know more about what you want to do than when you're 30. But
yes.
if you see a 40-year-old and a 30-year-old together, no one's going to blink twice.
No, I get you. But what I'm getting at is that 18 is such an impactful age. Like so
Yeah.
much can
Yeah.
be. There's a lot of impact made at that age, and I always worry with older men and younger women at that point because
I worry about it more around 16 for me. I feel like by 18, girls know a lot more about what they want in life than guys do.
Yeah.
Like,
I think I
honestly,
agree.
like,
I get that.
I think the average 18-year-old girl probably is more like mature about what they want for themselves. They might go backwards before they carry on going forwards, don't get me wrong. They
Yeah.
finish school, they really know what they're going on, they really like secure, and then they fuck out in varsity. But the average 22-year-old guy's still a fucking idiot.
Yes, what I'm getting at is how many young girls have not gone with older guys and then stuffed them up.
How many times has it happened the other way around? Probably not as much.
Not as much, sure. But what I'm getting at is, like, the point I'm trying to get at is that I feel like younger girls think they can see a guy who's old and they think, this is great, but those older guys aren't at the point that the young girls think they are. Do you get what I'm saying? And
I feel like that, I completely understand where you're coming from. I think though, the age gap closes as you get older.
Yes, as you get older.
Yeah.
So like a 20-year-old with a 24-year-old, not that deep. An 18-year-old with a 22-year-old, slightly apprehensive about that.
Okay, yeah. And I agree with that because once you hit your 20s, it's kind of like 21 to 29 is like
the same thing.
It's
basically.
like just a big pool of everyone in a different level.
Yeah.
Right? There's 29-year-olds who are still going out every weekend.
Yeah.
And there's 21-year-olds that work 9 to 5. Like
Yeah, I
there's
agree.
people who are a year below us at school
who have
married.
multi-million-dollar businesses
And married.
There's people older than us who are
Doing nothing with their lives,
Like,
yeah.
That's what I'm getting at.
So what I was getting at with this though, why do they do this? Because they're trash. Reading this whole fucking essay and eventually getting through it, what seems to have happened was you didn't specify, but it doesn't seem like you guys had met.
Yeah.
No.
You spoke on the phone for a month and 20 days. This dude was giving it everything because he's probably...
Also,
Like-
everyone's more confident over a screen.
Yeah, 100% that. And it's like, but the thing is, it goes back to still being on the screen and he's like way less involved.
Yeah, okay,
So
fair.
like that's kind of where I'm going. It's
Yeah.
like, so he was like really down. He was really putting it in. He was trying to like. Then you guys met up, and then all of a sudden he pulled back. Now I don't want to make any assumptions, but reading this, it looks like he was putting in the graft. He really wanted a good night.
And you didn't give it to him,
He didn't get what he
yeah.
wanted, and the night didn't. The date didn't go as well as he's gonna be like, fuck it, I don't care about just the night. I want more. He was kind of
Yeah.
like, the night didn't happen.
Yeah.
I'm kind of over this now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
find
that's what
someone
it seems
else.
like to me.
Yeah, I think
Not
I agree
that I've
with
ever
that.
done that, but just like,
Yeah.
You're a decent shooter.
yeah, I don't ask girls out on dates. Like, you have to have some self-confidence about it. Like, but yeah,
if you did, you would act that way.
no,
Okay,
not at
good.
all. I like to think I'm quite open and honest, like with my feelings. Some people listening to this might disagree. Yeah.
Moving on.
Going forward, just be so.
I think we're done with like relationships.
No, but I'm
Yeah.
gonna finish off
Yeah, no,
while we're
okay.
here. Just whatever you're doing, be honest.
Yeah.
Like,
Also be honest with yourself
it's like a
though.
really
Like,
fun
not even,
thing.
like, so personally, and I've discussed with you it before, I would sooner a girl say to me, listen, I want X, Y, Z. And I can then go,
I can't give you
oh
X
shit,
or...
that's not what I want. Let's not waste each other's time and move on with life.
Yeah,
Whereas
agree.
You
I
go,
wish like Tinder bios was just like, this is what I'm here for.
Yeah,
Like, I wish everyone had to do that. In their
otherwise,
bio. It would make
otherwise
life
you
so
meet
easier.
someone. You meet someone via Tinder. You chat. You go
Life's
on,
great.
You go on like 1 or 2 dates. It's fantastic, and then 2-3 months down the line, they go, "Oh, by the way,
I was,
I want
XYZ.
XYZ," and it's like,
Hold
oh,
on.
Shit.
I was here for ABC.
If I'd known that at the start,
We wouldn't have even.
We would not go
We
wrong.
wouldn't have. I wouldn't have swiped right.
exactly.
Yeah,
So, guys, girls,
honest.
from 3 single people to you,
Be fucking honest.
be honest.
Be honest. Like, if you're not comfortable, speak out. If the person that you're with doesn't want to acknowledge that they've made you uncomfortable and doesn't want to change,
They're not
to
your
make you
person.
comfortable, tell them to fuck off.
Yeah,
You're more than entitled
Agreed.
to do that. If they don't, phone me and I'll come fuck you up.
And if Dane dies in the fight,
We've got Graham coming right behind.
phone the cops. Because at that point, I'm well secured by all the time.
Are you trying to tell me that I'm better faster than you?
I told you I'd spark you out.
I told you has to catch me first.
oh.
Get home then.
Yeah,
Sleep somewhere else.
It's stuck, man.
Sleep
That's
somewhere else.
that's tomorrow's adventure. Not reply to my Instagram story. Yeah.
That
I
is
don't know.
my
I don't have any friends. Like I was like, hey guys, I'm stuck in Durban. Can anyone help? And no one's replied. So, I'm
So
gonna
if you
have
guys hear this on the 1st of Jan, if you don't hear anything on the 14th of Jan, it's because Dane got killed.
to- yeah, because you're definitely gonna hear us on the 1st of done if I don't. Graham's gonna
I just said if they don't hear anything, it's because you died.
Graham, if they don't hear anything, they're not even going to hear this.
Listen, we're not going on their whole existence plan.
Okay, yeah.
Not on this episode.
Megan, is there anything else you'd like to bring up? I feel like this has been a great episode, but I think we should wrap it up
Yeah.
before it goes down.
I think it's been fun.
Should I do word of the day?
Yeah, word of the day.
Yes, let's go.
Okay, so word of the day, word of the week, word of the month, whatever we're going to
What are we going to call it? Yeah.
My word is posthumous.
That's such a horrible word. Like, it just makes me feel
It
funny.
doesn't sound, I feel like he's saying it wrong. I feel like it's supposed to be posthumous, but now that you said it, I think he's
Posthumous.
actually
Okay, what does it mean?
Posthumous.
So posthumous means after death, so post-human rather.
So like he was awarded a medal of honor posthumously
Yeah.
Okay.
after he died in the war.
Best example, Heath Ledger won his Oscar posthumously.
Okay.
So you could say that
Cool word.
there's a million other examples that are just as good, but yeah.
That was the best example right now. So
I think the guy dying in a war getting his medal.
that's cat.
Cool.
That was fantastic impact.
Thank you. That's the nicest thing
So the word of the week is posthumous.
Posthumously. Go out and use it all. That's your first word of the
Posthumous.
week in January.
And then I will give a secondary word just because.
That's not how this works.
No.
We're sorry. By the way, thank you everyone who's back.
Yeah.
And if you're still listening now, cool.
Kudos.
Like you guys are the best. You
My next is flummoxed,
flummoxed.
That's a
which means to be bewildered, shocked, speechless.
And Graham didn't know what any of those words meant. I know, so I have to Google those.
That
I know that was that, but I was just.
was rambunctious.
Rambunctious.
Okay, that's for the next one.
Which has a synonym of boisterous, which is being loud and yeah.
And on that note, thank you everybody for coming and listening to the
Yay.
Thank you, Megan. You've been a lovely guest. I'm sure we'll
Finally.
see you again.
No.
Yeah, any final words? You can wrap this up.
No, it's been fun. Finally, a year later. Yes.
There we go. So for all of you fans out there wanting to get on the podcast, Megan is proof that you can get there one
The
day.
hard work pays
You
off.
just have to nag us every day. Have a great time. Like it, subscribe, leave ratings on whatever things.
And do whatever makes you happy. Don't make wishes. Make things happen.
Cheers, guys. Thanks a lot.
Bye.